part 2, so we're going to carry on with the rest of my horrors, so let's go down here. Now I have to stretch right in to get to it. So Gremlins, then we have all of the Halloween movies, which I did buy these to do a re-review of. I never actually did them, maybe this year. But I did watch nearly all of them again. I got to H2O and just stopped because I was going on holiday, so I didn't have time to watch the others. So yeah, I probably watch them all again this Halloween, as well as Resurrection, the remake, and the sequel to the remake. I really like the remake, not the sequel as much, but it's okay. Then we have The Hole, which I haven't seen, but I've heard it's cool little like family horror film like Gremlins is. Don't know why my arm just fell down there. Let Me In, My Name is Brute, which is not really horror, but whatever. The Ring, Rosemary's Baby, which also came with a poster which I've got on my wall. Saw, I don't have any of the sequels, just have the original. The Scream Trilogy and Scream 4, Shaun of the Dead, and The Shining. Now we get on to my drama films. We have 8 Mile, Almost Famous, which was a blind buy basically. I bought it knowing nothing about it at all, and I watched it and absolutely loved it. It's a great movie. A Night to Remember, the definitive Titanic movie in my opinion. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, haven't seen it, have had it almost a year, probably longer than that, but I haven't seen it. Catch Me If You Can, Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Now my arm really hurts, that's why the camera's shaking. Second. Not much better, but whatever. Eyes Wide Shut, which I think I really like. A lot of people think it's one of Kubrick's worst, but I really enjoy it. I think it's actually a pretty decent film. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, that's the original Swedish one. I have only seen the first sequel. I want to see the last one, and I want to get them all on Blu-ray sometime, and I haven't seen the remake. Good Will Hunting, JFK, Johnny Got His Gun, really creepy, dark, disturbing movie. I massively recommend that because it's not a very well-known movie. It's the film that the song One by Metallica was based on. Man on the Moon, Of Mice and Men, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Pianist, Shawshank Redemption, Traffic, Slumdog Millionaire, and The Social Network. Now we get on to the kids' movies. I just banged my head. Okay, so we have The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yeah, a lot of these are bad. I just need to push that in a bit. A lot of these are bad. This is where a lot of the kids' movies that I review on Hollywood Beatdown come from my own personal collection. In fact, nearly every film I reviewed on here, on Hollywood Beatdown's been from my own personal collection, except for Shyamalan movies, a couple of the horror films, The Ginger Dead Man. I think that was the only one of the horror films, and what else? I guess the one Shyamalan movie, the Twilight, that was it. I haven't got any of the Twilight except for Eclipse. So yeah. Then we get to Alvin and the Chipmunks 1 and 2. There's a good reason I don't own the third one, because the first two are bad enough. Arthur Christmas, Battle for Terror, Big Fat Liar, Casper A Spirited Beginning, and Casper Meets Wendy. Yes, I will be reviewing Casper Meets Wendy this year on Hollywood Beatdown's horror thing, or Halloween. Then we have Casper's Haunted Christmas, which I was meant to do this Christmas but didn't, so maybe, well, last Christmas, maybe this Christmas coming up. Coraline, Daddy Daycare, what? Daddy Daycare, not Daddy whatever I said. Despicable Me, Dr. Dolittle 1 and 2, Elf, E.T., Fantastic Mr. Fox, Flushed Away, Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties. I have got the first one, it's just not in here. Goodnight Mr. Tom, Grease is the Word, Hoodwinked, and Horton Hears a Who. Let me get over here. I can rest my arm on something now. How to Train Your Dragon, Ice Age The Meltdown, The Iron Giant, Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Kermit's Swamp Years, Kung Fu Panda. I haven't seen Kung Fu Panda all the way through, and I haven't seen the sequel, which my brother owns. Series of Unfortunate Events, really good film. I really loved that film. Really underrated as well. I like the books as well. Looney Tunes Back in Action, it's okay. Merry Madagascar's terrible, just a half an hour Madagascar special like they did with one of the Shrek things I'll get to later. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, Monster House, Monsters vs. Aliens, The Muppet Takes Manhattan, Oliver, Open Season, Osmosis Jones, Over the Hedge, The Rugrats, 3 films, all 3, The Rugrats movie, Paris, Go Wild, Shark Tale, Stuart Little 2, I do have the first one as well, but it's not here. Got 2 copies of the second one actually. Okay, then we have Shrek, that comes with Shrek 3D, that's the 12-minute thing. So, yeah, I already had the original Shrek, so I wasted my money on that, but whatever. Then we have Shrek 2, 3, and 4. I really like the first 2 and the last Shrek films a lot. In fact, I'd probably say I love them. Shrek the 3rd, I hate. SpongeBob the Movie, Titan AE, that's all of them. Then we get on to TV, so, oh god. We have Beavis and Butthead, The Gold Collection, Beano, Video Stars and All Stars. It's like a British comic strip sort of thing. And they made 2 DVDs. They're originally on video. And when you're watching their DVDs, you can kind of tell the quality isn't that good. And at the end of one of them it says, why don't you rewind and watch again? Then we have all 3 Bow Selector series. I really love Bow Selector. It's stupid as hell. And at times it's really unfunny, but I just love it. Got all 3 of them from Poundland. Yeah, I paid £1 each. Bottom, Mindless Violence, and Bottom Series 3. I need to get the other 2 series of Bottom. It's a great show. Brainiac, Science Abuse, Best of Series 1. Count Duckula, Vampire Vacation. Doctor Who, The Ark in Space. I need to get more Classic Who. I've only got The Ark in Space. And then we have all 4 Futurama movies. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Series 3, I need to get the other ones of them. Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids, Monty's Python and Other Tales, Jimmy Neutron, Confusion Fusion, Little Britain Live, Robot Chicken, Star Wars 1 and 2. I've seen the 3rd one and it was okay. I want to get the DC one, DC Special more, because that was even better. Sarah Jane Adventures Series 1, terrible show. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't have the other series. Christmas with the Simpsons 1 and 2, SpongeBob Tales from the Deep, Series 1 and 2 of Todd and the Book of Pure Evil, and when they make the cartoon one, I'll definitely get that because I love the show, it's so great. Wallace and Gromit, Free Cracking Adventures, a DVD game of Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I do own the films, it's just not in my room. Wild Boys Series 2, I need to get like Viva La Bam and the other spin-off Jackass series. Then we have Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells there for some reason. Yep, that's the album the Exorcist theme song came from. Have no idea why it's here. It just is, I guess. Then we get on to Disney. These are the sequels, live action shit. 102 Dalmatians, Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas, Honey We Shrunk Ourselves, The Jungle Book 2, The Lion King 2, Narnia the Lion, The Witch and the Wardrobe, Piglet's Big Movie, Nightmare Before Christmas, Return to Neverland as Peter Pan sequel, first 2 Santa Claus movies, Stitch the Movie, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Right, we're running out of time again, so I'll just stop here and then we'll go back to my Disney films in part 3.